Good afternoon, folks. Don Tyson, Kim Crowell coming to you from Ellick, Oklahoma. Regional consolation finals today. Fort Cobb Broxton Lady Mustangs taking on the Chattanooga Lady Warriors. Bring in my partner, Kim Crowell. Kim, how's it going today?
Well, it's going. Drove down here and was watching the temperature on the car thing. It looked really good, and I stepped outside and I thought, man, that's a cold wind.
Yeah, you're right.
A little shocked, but yeah, Everything's good in here. So look forward to this one. The girls have been playing well. Got a win yesterday, and they've defeated this team, Chattanooga, pretty easily earlier in the year.
Yep,
Hope it holds court on it.
Hope so too. Win today, and you get to play another week.
I know, it's like take care one at a time.
It's always such a fun thing to get to advance to the area tournament. It's always
that seems like
kind
a
of a big
successful
goal.
deal.
Absolutely, we get to the area. Yep. Hopefully they can do that today. As you mentioned, they played each other before back November the 11th, third game of the season. Chattanooga came to Fort Cobb. Fort Cobb played really well that night. They won 66-39. So
that's a pretty convincing win.
Yeah, very much so. I know they shot the ball really well that day, and I know Chattanooga's going to press us today. I think that's a big concern always when you play somebody that presses you, how you'll handle that. But hopefully Ginger Bear, yesterday she made 20 points and she shot like
10 out of 12.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So if she can repeat that today, I think we'd be in good shape, Kim.
Yeah, that would be, as I said earlier, I'd like to see her make 10 of her first 12 shots, and you see where it goes from there.
Do you want to go down how Chattanooga got here today before the national anthem?
We can do that.
All right.
Chattanooga had their district at Big Pasture, and they defeated Big Pasture in the first game 48-25. They played Ryan in the district finals and defeated Ryan 56-38. That got them to the regional where they matched up with Turner, but they were defeated by Turner 35-33 at Thackerville in a close game. First round regional for them was at Thackerville, and then they come here for this game. So, they've had a couple of good wins and a close loss. So we'll see how they factor that in today. And then they beat Maysville yesterday 38-28.
We're going to pause now for the national anthem. All right, great job of the young lady. The live performance of the national anthem. It's always exciting. Thanks for joining us today, folks. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hope we can bring home a Lady Mustang victory today. The Lady Warriors of Chattanooga will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. And we're going to have their starting lineups introduced right now. They start number 5, Madeline Burns. Number 20, JC Cassell. 23, Timber Gibbons. 24, Ray Lee Garrett. Number 33, Michaela Burns. The Lady Warriors are coached by Mr. Tyler Carr. They have a record of 18 wins and 9 losses, and they are ranked number 19 in Class B. For the Fort Cobb Broxton Lady Mustangs, the home team on the scoreboard in their home white uniforms. A junior, number 1, Zoe Brown, who will have a big part tonight in this point guard playing against this pressing defense. A junior, number 3, Kalia Silverhorn. Senior, number 12, Ginger Bear, as we mentioned, had 20 points yesterday. We need those today for sure. Sophomore, number 13, Madison Savage. And a sophomore, number 15, Reagan Rep. The Lady Mustangs are coached by Miss Jana Rogers and Kelsey Schumpert. They come into this game with a record of 12 wins and 15 losses. So big ball game here today. Win this one, they get to play next Thursday afternoon in the area tournament in Cache, Oklahoma. So if you lose this one, the season's over, sadly. So a lot of pressure on them today, Kim.
That's right. I'm sure that's on a couple of the seniors' minds, and especially starter Ginger Bear. It always gets tough when you get down to realize you may be playing your last game. Because these girls have played a lot of ball games through their careers, all the way up through grade school and high school. So it's something they think about, I'm sure. But hopefully it won't end today for them.
Well, they answered the bell yesterday with a 50-49 victory over Ryan, and we're about set to go. Lady Mustangs going left to right in their home white uniforms. Ginger Bear jumping center, and we're about set to go against JC Cassell, and Ginger wins the tap, and quickly the Mustangs into the front court. That's Silverhorn with it. Down on the baseline to Ginger. Chattanooga comes out in a 2-1-2 zone. A lot of movement to it. Bear has it along the baseline. Mustangs swing around the perimeter. They'd like to get Silverhorn and Brown open along that three-point arc.
They missed her.
And then try to get Bear open in the paint if they can. Pretty methodical at the moment. The Chattanooga will play good defense. I'll tell you, they're very alert, quick players, and going to take some good ball movement to get open. And we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane on Madison Savage.
You know, I was just fixing to say, if they look underneath, Madison's been open a couple of times under there, and it might be why. But it's a good spot to be if you don't get caught.
Stayed in there a little bit too long. Now Chattanooga with their first opportunity. And we're going to have travel. So turnovers both ways. Both of them unforced.
You don't get that call very often when you're not dribbling or anything.
Just kind of slid their pivot foot, I guess. There's another turnover.
Backcourt.
That press. Yeah, there we go. Double dribble. Little jitters, I would say, here early, Kim, by both squads.
Yeah, it kind of need to get settled down a little bit and get that first basket in and calm the nerves a little.
Chattanooga is real aggressive on their movements against this press, or on this press. They're little guards, and they move quick, and there's another turnover. We got it right back. Silverhorn now with it. Bounce pass over to Bear. Shot off the glass and in. Good transition basket that time. We kind of got the loose ball situation, and Ginger was able to bump it in for 2 for the first basket of the game. Now the Mustangs are going to play a man-to-man defense to start off. Top of the key, they go to Givens, right side now, out front to Burns. Top of the key, over to JC Cassell. She's about the same height as Ginger. And other than that, they're all about the same height as our girls, it appears. Chattanooga offensive flow is defense is doing a pretty good job on them. They fumbled it around 2 or 3 times when catching passes, so it appears to me like both teams may be a little jittery to start this contest. Played 2 minutes so far. Lady Mustangs on top 2-0.
The first game they played, Fort Cobb put up 66 points on them. It wasn't done at this pace.
Oh, you're right. Wide open three-pointer left wing is good by Taylor Timber Givens. Boy, you can't leave anybody that wide open. Somebody kind of got screened off there, and Givens was wide open on the left wing, and she canned it. Quickly the other way, Ginger, 14-footer, no good. Rebound Chattanooga. Madeline Burns racing it into the front court. Left side they go to Timber Givens. Now down along the baseline to Burns. There's Givens, who made that three-point shot. She had an opening there and didn't take it. Mustangs doing a pretty good job defensively, and most of them, they're pretty methodical. Chattanooga, they're playing kind of like Ryan did a little bit yesterday, just kind of a slow pace and work it around till you get the shots you want.
Yeah, I think they're doing that, and Fort Cobb's defense is not giving them those easy ones, so it just makes for a little low score in the
There's
pair.
Givens, right wing three again. This time it's no good, and Ginger with the rebound. Now Silverhorn into the front court. Right side to Reagan. Rep. Fumble the pass, or she'd have had a three-point look. In the corner to Savage, a 14-footer. Skips across the rim. Bear there. Putback's good. Good play by Ginger Bear. She didn't foul. She was behind the girl and was able to go straight up and get it without fouling. And now she's going to pick up a foul as Raylee Garrett drove into her. First foul of the game, with 4:11 to play in the first period. Givens to inbound it. Mustangs doing a pretty good job closing it off. They finally get it inbounded. Savage almost got it. Now it's tapped away. I think it's going to stay with. No, they say. I think Ginger touched it.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Did a good job on the last inbound play. They almost had a 5-second call. They locked up on them pretty good. Once again, they have to lob it way out front. And Silverhorn got a hand in there and fouled Raylee Garrett on the shot. And Garrett will be at the line shooting 2 for the Lady Warriors. And first free throw's good. We're tied at 4. Made them both. Chatty back on top, 5-4.
Look, you'd mark her off the list of ones you want to shoot free throws against
That's
you.
a
Those
good
look
point.
pretty smooth. Didn't touch
No
the
problem
net
at
or
all.
the rim on either one.
That's right. Reagan Rep inside the three-point arc, no good. Givens with the rebound, stumbles and falls. Silverhorn gets it quickly. Now Ginger, right of the lane, jumper good. Ginger Bear with all 6 of the Lady Mustang points as she's picking up right where she left off yesterday. And Fort Cobb back on top, 6-5. Lob it down low, shot high off the backboard, no good. Got her own rebound, and Silverhorn fouled her. That's her second personal now. Trying to poke it away from her. And they say she was shooting.
Yeah, that's generous of them.
I didn't really see that, but free throw short. Maybe it's going to work out all right. Michaela Burns at the line. Now Silverhorn's going to have to set out with those 2 fouls, and she's going to be replaced by Brenna Davis, a freshman. And she makes 1 out of 2. We're tied at 6. Davis to inbound. Got to be careful on this press. Silverhorn's one of your ball handlers that you can count on. And there's a travel on Reagan Rep.
Seen that call a lot over here.
We have.
Little taken off before you get the dribble down, but kind of a fine line in there.
Macy Fisher checks in, number 15 for the Lady Warriors, replacing Michaela Burns. 3:14 to play, opening period. Right side they go to Madeline Burns. Picks up her dribble. Now they come over to Macy Fisher. Lobs it in the paint. And there's a drive shot, no good by Cassell. Good defense by Ginger. Didn't foul her. Missed the shot. Zoe Brown throws the ball over Reagan's head and out of bounds. They defended her pretty well along the sideline and looked like she was kind of losing her footing as she made the pass. And now Chattanooga back with the basketball, running the weave out front. Looks like the Mustangs have gone to a zone defense now. trying to mix things up. Now they're back to a man. There's Ginger. Blocks the shot, and it goes out of bounds. Left-handed hook shot by Cassell, and Ginger got her hand on it. Really don't want to see Ginger get her second foul here in the first quarter either. There's a shot off the glass and good by Madeline Burns over Savage, and puts Chattanooga back on top, 8-6. Got to solve this press. It's kind of been bothering us a little here lately. There's Brown down to Savage. Quickly to Rep. Layup is good. Boy, that's good ball movement right there.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely. Reagan Rep bumped it in, and we're tied at 8.
Didn't beat that initial wave of the defense. There's usually something pretty open down underneath.
That was started by Savage with a good feed. That's what it takes to beat that zone press, is quick ball movement. Oh, that might have been a travel there. Coach Rogers thought so.
Well, it's one of those you take a step and don't know if they moved that back foot or not. So he said she didn't.
Mm-hmm. And there's a turnover. Savage caught the loose ball. Here come the Lady Mustangs with a chance to get the lead back. Quickly up ahead to Davis, right side. Bounce pass out to Brown. Back to Davis, who can shoot that three-pointer from there. And Chatty settles back in that 2-1-2 zone with a minute to play here, opening period. There's Ginger going to work. Shot no good, hit the side of the backboard. Savage, and they call her for travel. Kind of got hung in between there. She was going to shoot it. Then they came over to block her shot, and she held it. And she's going to be replaced by Funmaker with 53 seconds to play, opening period, and a tie ball game, 8-8. Right side they go to Mia Wyatt, who checked in a moment ago. Over to Clayton. 32 seconds to play. Long three-pointer by Wyatt's good. Mia Wyatt, who just checked in a moment ago, drains a three-pointer. 23 seconds to play. First period, Davis in the corner to Funmaker. Quickly around the perimeter. Now they'll set up for one shot with 14 seconds. Top of the key to Funmaker. In the corner they go to Brown. High pass and out of bounds with 7.9 seconds to play. And I've got 7 turnovers now for Fort Cobb. It hasn't really been the press, Kim, that's caused the turnovers. It doesn't. It's just
right.
The half court's been more of a problem.
Yeah, they've been able, once they get it down there, they've kind of thrown a pass or fumbled it or.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. And that will do it. After one period of play, Chattanooga 11, Fort Cobb Broxton 8. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon. Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902, proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being. Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust, Ouachita Valley Bank, 405-643-230.
Kim, what's first quarter shooting numbers like?
Well, Fort Cobb is 4 out of 8, 50%, all 2-point attempts, and no free throws. That's their 8 points. Chattanooga's 3 out of 8, but they've got two 3-pointers and 3 free throws, so it gets a little better total. So I mean, you know, shoot 50%, that's about all you ask for.
That's
they just
right.
need to get some more shots cut down.
Yep.
Like I said, 7 turnovers.
Yep.
I think Chattanooga had 5, so we've had a lot of them on both sides.
Yep. Going to be hard to get any three-pointer opportunities, it appears, on them, the way they play defense. Shot no good. Ginger with a rebound off to Silverhorn. Good defense by the Lady Mustangs to start the second period. Silverhorn back in the game. They're guarding our wing players pretty good out there. Silverhorn and Brown can shoot those threes, but They have a hard time getting any openings, it appears. We can get Ginger in the paint to work. Might be our best options.
Yeah, we're kind of matching up with that 2-1-2 zone with the two guards on either side out front.
Ginger tries to drive, cut off well. Now Silverhorn, right of the lane. Got to be patient. That's the thing. Don't take a bad shot. Just, you know, little 12-footer on the baseline's good by Ginger. Let's just keep doing that. That's 8 for Ginger already, and it's 11-10 Chattanooga lead. 6:50 to play, second period. Right side they go to Wyatt. Top of the key to Timber Givens. They lob it down low. Scoop shot's no good. Good defense by the Lady Mustangs. Here comes Reagan Rep racing the other way. Pull up 15-footer off the glass, no good. Silverhorn had her hand on it, and it's kicked out of bounds by Chatty. Good hustle there by Reagan to force the issue. And Silverhorn seems to be a bit shaken up as she hit the deck pretty hard trying to get the rebound. But she's going to stay in. And inbound to play. Lobs it out to Reagan. Back in the corner to Silverhorn, and we're going to have a moving screen on Reagan Rep. On the inbounds play, they were trying to get Silverhorn freed up in the corner, and Reagan was a little too aggressive on the screen.
Yeah, for some reason they want you to just be real stationary when you do that.
That's hard to do when the defense is moving,
I
isn't
know, yeah.
Kind of hard to get a moving target. There's a, oh my goodness, I think they bailed her out on that one. Yeah, that was not going to be a good shot. And they're going to call a foul on Ginger Bear, and that's not good news. That'll be her second.
She kind of done that a couple of times before, just kind of root around and try to scoop something up and draw fouls, and it worked that time.
She just lunged at the goal and made it, or took the shot. She missed the free throw. That is Chasey Cassell. That's 5 team fouls on the Mustangs. Chatty yet to pick one up. Made one out of 2. Chattanooga with a 2-point lead, 12-10. There's Ginger. Double team to get Silverhorn cutting, and she fouled. Travel. There's a good idea. She had in mind, I think, to pass it real quick, and she had kind of an opening to the lane, I think, to the goal. She just kept it. That's something to look for later on, I think. That's pretty good play, I think. Pretty good design.
Yeah, it's nice to get those cutters coming down through there.
Well, when Ginger gets the ball, they really swarm out on her, so it's going to leave some cutters open, I think. Yeah, there's a travel. A lot of turnovers by both teams, as Kim mentioned. Something we need to cut down on for sure. They've got this press. They've got it way out by the half line. In the corner they go to Davis. Right wing three on the way. No good. Just a touch too long. Hit the back iron. Need to get a couple of those to drop. Hadn't had very many opportunities from the three-point line so far. What we got to really be concerned about here is Ginger picking up her third foul here with a lot of time left in the second period.
Yeah, that's certainly a danger of it. You hate to do without her, too.
Because I have a feeling they're going to try to drive in there and try to get to the line if they can. Being pretty methodical. They had a backdoor cut. It was wide open. They didn't see her. And now out front is Cassell. Over to Mia Wyatt, who definitely is a three-point threat. Well, she has it right in front of Coach Rogers. She could have played pretty good defense on her there. She's close enough to her. She could have probably blocked her shot. Down low they go to Cassell. Once again, that left-handed heave. And it's lost on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Chattanooga. Chatty substituted a lot. I don't think fouls are going to be a problem for them. That's the first one in the game. It's on number 23, Timber Givens, but they've substituted freely here in the first half. When you play a press like this, you got to kind of rest them, and that's what they've been doing. There's Ginger, right of the lane, double teamed. Brown, right wing three, no good. Halfway down and popped out. And it goes out of bounds, but there's going to be a foul charged on Reagan Rep. Boy, that shot looked like it was really good. Yeah. Zoe took.
It was on line. He just a little off distance and bounced around.
She just needs to keep firing away if she's open. Halfway through the second period, that's 16 fouls on Fort Cobb. So the rest of the way, this half, Chatty will be in the bonus. Down the perimeter, three-pointer on the way, good. Macy Fisher. They've got 3 three-pointers from 3 different players, and it's a 5-point lead for Chatty, 15-10. They continue to substitute, trying to find the right combination, and he's hit on it pretty good with these 3-point shooters. 2 of them can off the bench. There's a foul, or a walk, I should say, yeah.
Kind of like turnover here.
We've had several of those so far.
Yeah. That old high arcing long pass is just a danger. The girls are too quick to keep them from going under it.
Brown dribbling out front. In the corner they go to Reagan Rep.
I'd like to see them split those front 2 defenders, and when you get inside those, you've got options to kick it out either way or look underneath. But when we pair up with them, it kind of slows it down.
Yeah, they've got you guarded automatically when you pair up with them. Savage back in for Davis. The starting lineup back intact now for Fort Cobb. Now Silverhorn. In the corner to Savage, looking for Ginger, and they lob it into Reagan Rett, and that's intercepted. Quickly up ahead is Burns in the lane. Left-handed layup's no good. Madison with the rebound. And here comes Brown quickly the other way. Bounce pass to Reagan Rett, right wing. They really defend our wing shooters really well. They're quick. Their guards are quick. Yeah. Gonna have to have some penetration dribbles, I think. Ginger's 15-footer won't go. Batted around underneath. Silverhorn got it. Tried to get it out of there, but Chatty comes away with it. Need another stop here. This lead's getting, you don't want them to get too far ahead of us. Looks like it's going to be kind of hard to score today.
Yeah, Fort Cobb's only had 2 score. Bear has 8, and Reagan Rep has the other 2, so need to get some more of them involved.
And there's a 3-pointer straight away. He's good. Number 21. They've had 4 different people hit 3-pointers, and it's an 8-point lead. 18-10. Yeah, we've only scored 2 points here in the second quarter. Savage, and we're going to have a foul charged to Macy Fisher. And Mia Wyatt will check back in, replacing Madeline Burns. There's pretty well a substitute or 2 every time there's a stoppage for Chatty. Play a lot of fresh players. Underneath the Ginger, shot no good and out of bounds off Silverhorn.
Yeah, I think she got away with it too, trying to little contact after that, her own miss, and luckily they didn't call anything on her.
Yep. She was in heavy traffic there, one you'd certainly like to see her make. Minute 33 to play in the half. Chatty with a chance to extend the lead here. 3-pointer no good, missed badly that time. That's one of the few misses from 3-point arc. Quickly to Silverhorn. Lobs it to Rep through the lane, and she's going to be fouled on her way to the hoop. Blocking foul, they say, on Chatty, so it'll be a non-shooting situation. And another substitution. Cassell checks in, replacing Macy Fisher. They're wearing you out, Kim, on that.
I know.
On these substitutions.
Timber Givens picked up her second foul, just the third team foul.
Three-pointer Reagan Rep is good. That's what they needed. Wide open, top of the key on the inbounds play. And it's 18-13. Minute to play, second period. Chatty directing traffic out front. They're just trying to get the exact shot that they're looking for. Down to 45 seconds to play. Mustang's doing a good job in this man defense. Be nice to get a turnover and a layup here at the end. But Chatty's done a pretty good job in their half-court offense. They haven't turned it over much.
It's constant motion. I mean, it's pretty active offense. Nobody's standing around for them.
Down to 20 seconds. Bounce pass to the right of the lane. Down to 12. Lob pass underneath. Shot is good. No good. Silverhorn with a rebound. Brown at the timeline. 3 seconds. Still dribbling. Shot off the glass. No good. Awfully close. And your halftime score. Chattanooga 18. Fort Cobb Broxton 13 as they outscored us 7-5 there. But late three-pointer by Reagan Rep sure helped the cause there, Kim.
Yeah, it did. And then Fort Cobb will get the ball to start the second half, so maybe they can get a score on that first possession.
All right, we'll have our halftime report brought to you by none other than Mr. Kim Crowell.
All right, on for Fort Cobb scoring. It doesn't take long to do this one. Ginger Bear has 8 points and Reagan Rep has 5.
Yeah.
That's their 13 total. They're shooting 38%, 6 out of 16. 5 out of 12 two-pointers, 1 out of 4 three-pointers, and they have not shot a free throw. Fouls, they have 6, and 3 girls each share 2. Silverhorn, Bear, and Rep all have 2 fouls. For Chattanooga, pretty well balanced scoring. Mia White has 3, Madeline Burns with 2, Marcy Fisher with 3, J.C. Cassell with 1, Timber Givens with 6, Rayleigh Garrett with 2, and Michaela Burns with 1. They're shooting 31%, 5 out of 16, so both teams have put up 16 shots. Actually, Fort Cobb's made 1 more field goal than they have. Chattanooga's 5 out of 16. Just 1 out of 6 two-pointers, but the damage has come from the three-point. They're 4 out of 7 there.
Yeah.
And also they're 4 out of 6 free throws, so that gives them a bump. And they have 3 team fouls, Timber Givens with 2. So Fort Cobb's not done anything very well on the offensive end. They've had a lot of turnovers. I think I've got them for about 10 turnovers. Is that what you got?
I've got 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's really kind of slowed their offensive output down. But they're playing good defense. Just those 4 three-pointers have really kind of damaged them. So we'll see what comes about the second half. Like I said, they get the possession to start with, and hopefully they can do something with that.
All right, thanks, Kim. Great report. Yeah, you're right. On those three-pointers, they've come from 4 different players, and some of them, I think 3 of those players came off the bench. So,
they're running,
that's the difference in the game, really, right now.
Yeah, they're running 8 or 9 players in and out, so it doesn't really make much difference for them.
Yeah, that's right.
Some famous basketball player had a birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Who was that?
He's 60 years old. Would have been Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah? I saw where he made a big donation to somebody.
Well, yeah, it's probably big to him. Wouldn't matter much to us. It's just $10 million.
$10 million? That wasn't.
No. But I also had lists. We've gone through last week, or a little over that, LeBron James took over the career scoring lead in the NBA. But, how many of those top 10 do you think you could name on the career scoring for NBA?
Oh, well, let's see. That's a good question. I know the top 2, obviously. I'm going to say Wilt Chamberlain's probably in there.
Yeah, he's number 7.
All right. Probably the Big E, Elvin Hayes. Is he on the list?
He's number 11.
Okay, missed that one. All right. So, Michael Jordan's on the list, isn't he?
He's number 5.
Okay. How about, is Larry Bird on the list?
But not in the top 10.
Not
Larry
top 10.
Actually is way down, number 36.
What about Karl Malone?
There's number 3.
Number 3, all right.
So you got LeBron James, Kareem at 2, and Karl Malone at 3.
So the number 4 man would be Boy.
He's no longer with us.
What position did he play?
Guard?
Walt Frazier?
Nope.
Hmm.
You'll feel bad when I
don't
tell
know.
you.
I have no idea.
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about Kobe.
Got a Dallas Maverick at number 6.
That'd be Dirk Nowitzki.
Yes, it would.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wilt Chamberlain, and really a big man at number 8.
A big man. See, what era did he play in?
Probably the 90s, 80s, 90s.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
No.
Hmm.
He's commentator now.
Commentator.
Olajuwon was 12th.
Okay.
Bigger than that, too. So.
Well, boy, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I know. You think of a million people. When you get on the spot, it's hard to think of one.
Reggie Miller.
Now, let's go with Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8. Carmelo Anthony's 9, and
Okay.
Moses Malone is 10.
Okay, I forgot about that. Moses.
You wouldn't think guys could make a career in the top 10 shooting 4.5% and 5.6% on three-pointers, but Kareem was 1 out of 18 for 5.6%.
Yeah.
And Shaquille was 1 out of 22 for 4.5%. So
Let me ask you this question. You may not know it. I know Shaquille O'Neal was a terrible free throw shooter.
Oh yeah,
And I'm sure he
it.
got fouled a lot. But what about Kareem Jabbar? What kind of free throw shooter was he?
Well, 6,700 out of 9,300, so 70-something%. My printer cut off there. I just know it's 70-something%. Yeah, Chamberlain was 50-something%. I've got the first number on the percentage. Shaquille O'Neal was 50-something%.
Well, you know they got fouled a lot. You would think, you know.
Yeah, Wilt shot almost 12,000 free throws.
Mm-hmm.
Leader in that, Karl Malone, 13,100 free throws, but shot 70-something% on it. So.
Well, the Hack-a-Shack, that was obviously something designed to foul a guy that can't make a free throw. So kind of named after Shaquille. But those big guys have a hard time shooting free throws because their hands are so large.
That ball is so small in their hands. I mean, it's kind of like me holding a softball.
Yeah, exactly. Like you shooting a softball would probably be pretty tough from the free throw line.
But LeBron's got a big advantage because he didn't go to college. He came out of high school, and he's played 1,400 games.
How many games did Jabbar play?
1,560. Michael Jordan just played 1,072.
Yeah.
So,
big difference there.
LeBron's played almost time and a half as many games as Jordan did.
What about Dr. J? What's he on the list?
Well,
he played in the ABA a long time.
Yeah, he had a lot of those. Dr. J. I don't know. He's way down the list.
Way down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play very many years in the NBA, I don't think. But I know when he did, he scored a lot of points.
Yeah. These must be just the NBA. So, I mean, Kevin Durant's at number 14.
Really? Already?
Moving up, yeah.
Wow. How many points does he have?
Kevin Durant has 18. Now let's see, find the points. 26,600.
Now, I would say he'd have a chance to beat LeBron if he stays healthy long enough.
Yeah, he's got, he hadn't played 1,000 games yet, 970 games, so, and he's still got a lot of good years. He's going to go to a team, I guess, now where he can maybe shoot some more. They keep trading around.
Well,
so
whatever team he's on, he's going to get shoot. What about Steph Curry? What's he got? Is he on the list?
Not in the top. Oh, yeah, he is number 40.
Number 40.
With 21,000, a little over 21,000. So
interesting. Long way to go to 38,000.
It is, yeah. I mean, the ones that are over 30,000, Wilt had 31,000. So, I mean, there's no active players over 30,000. The next active player anywhere down the list is Kevin Durant at number 14, and he's got 26,000. So he's got to get time and a half to catch LeBron, and LeBron's still playing. So,
yeah, right. Yeah, and he's probably going to play several more years.
Yeah, and then you go down to the next active player, and James Harden at number 27.
Oh, yeah.
See, and so he's got 24,000. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for anybody.
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
to do
that
it.
record will stand a long time, just like Kareem's did, I guess.
Yeah. So, anyway, he's got to stay healthy. LeBron's stayed relatively healthy and played a lot of games.
Yeah, that's true.
And scored a lot of points. But I would imagine, that record stood for 30 years. I doubt it, maybe that long or longer.
We may not be around to see the next one.
No, probably not. But they better hurry up if they are. So.
I'd like to thank our sponsors today, the Carnegie Fiber, for all your high-speed internet needs in Carnegie, the Southwest Oklahoma Driving School, T-Bird's Convenience Store in Fort Cobb, and the Ouachita Valley Bank.
Oh, Donna.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, I got a text from Laurie Stocking, said she's guessing the 10 better than you did.
Well, I'm not surprised by that at all.
I'll bet she looked it up on the internet. You know how those call-in questions are. Pull it up.
Yeah, I'm not. I used to be good at trivia questions, but the grayer my hair gets, the less I know, it seems. But
Well,
anyway.
we know that stuff. It sinks a little farther back,
exactly right.
and it's harder to pull it out than it was at first.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have a prize for you, Laurie, but anyway.
We'll get her one, thanks to our sponsors.
That's right. All right, we're about set to go for the second half, and it will be Fort Cobb ball. They trail at 18-13. Pretty well contested first half. Hopefully we can get some things going here offensively. Get that lead back. In the corner to Ginger Bear. See if anything's changed here in the second half after their halftime adjustments. Chatty still playing that very aggressive 2-1-2 zone. There's Ginger at the free throw line. I'm sure they would like to get it to Ginger and then hit somebody on the wing for an open three-point look if they can. Chatty's done a good job. There's a turnover. Shot over Brown's good. That's Ray Lee Garrett. Intercepted the pass. Laid it in for two, and it's a 7-point lead for Chatty. They led this game 18-10. It's been the largest lead. And there's another turnover. Not a great start here in the second half for the Lady Mustangs. 2 offensive possessions and 2 turnovers in the first minute of action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what they talked about at halftime.
No. They lob it down low to Cassell. Ball topped away. Good defense there by the Mustangs. They chopped it out of Burns' hand. Maybe Fort Cobb can capitalize on that. This zone has really got them stymied. They just having a hard time finding any openings. In the corner to Bear. It's kind of like yesterday, there's, even though you think you might not be open, there's Reagan Rep. Turnaround shot's good. That's a big one in the lane. That's 7 for Reagan. Even though you're just a little bit open, might be the good a shot as you're going to get here today. So.
Yeah, 4 or 5 foot shot. I mean, you can try to make some of those with some defense on you.
Mustangs doing a good job defensively as well. Chatty having a difficult time. They lob it down low. Reagan fronted the post and poked it away. Good job by Reagan Rep to create the turnover. Now Silverhorn over to Brown. Yeah, this offense we're running, we're kind of matched up with their guards. Near turnover, and it is. Turnover, that's Madeline Burns all the way down. Layup's good. That's 3 turnovers here in the first 2.5 minutes of action in the second half. And they've scored 4 points off of them, and there's another one. We telegraphed that pass into Ginger. Quickly the other way, all the way to Cassell, and they call it for traveling. Got a break there for sure. And we're going to have a timeout with 5:08 to play in the third period. And Chatty leads at to 15.
You know, Don, I was checking the scores at half for our state schools. 18 and a half minutes left, OU Texas, and Texas up 36-34. So, I mean, that's at Texas. That's hanging around pretty good. I looked at OSU score earlier, and they were down 24-21, I think. Then halftime scores 47-27.
Ooh. TCU on top?
Yeah.
Man, they exploded there at the end, didn't they?
They did. So it's one of those long dry spells, but that's a lot of points in a hurry for them.
Well, I tell you, Oklahoma needs to win. If they have any hopes of postseason play, they certainly need to win today. Any more losses, and it may be too late already. But
well, they need to play a top 10 team.
Yeah, they do pretty good against those, don't they?
Maybe they're in luck today. Texas is rated pretty high.
That timeout was taken by the Lady Mustangs. And we'll see what Coach Rogers has in store for us now with 5:08 to play in the third. As they break the huddle. And it's Fort Cobb's ball. Nobody going down there to get it. Here they come. And here comes a quick jumping into a real aggressive press, trying to trap us, and able to get out of that pretty well. Coach is really encouraging them to really get uptight on defense here. Got to handle the pressure. Davis checked in for Savage during the timeout. Now Silverhorn kicks it in the corner to Davis. Now in the corner to Silverhorn, lobs it down to Bear. That was a good idea, but Cassell was able to jump up there and tap it out of bounds, but Ginger would have had a good look at that one if she could have caught that pass. Now on the inbounds play, Ginger's 12-footer's good.
You know, she's got great hand action on that ball. When it goes those little 6 to 10 footers, it's a really good motion.
She's made 10 tonight so far. That could have been a travel. Good defense by Ginger. The fans wanted to walk for sure. There's a right wing three on the way. No good. Ginger with a rebound. Right side to Davis, and the pass is intercepted. Another turnover. That's 5 this half. Left-handed layups, no good. Silverhorn with a rebound. Now Silverhorn being harassed. That was near backcourt.
No, it's not. No, it was not.
He got that one
down
wrong.
The half line.
He thought it was going to be, but that was not. Her foot was across the line when she caught the ball.
Yep.
He was trailing the play. I think he just anticipated that one.
Yep.
Yeah, he blew that one.
Well, he's the only one that thought that because
everybody else.
Yeah, we all make mistakes, but that was one.
Yeah.
So.
Turn back over to Chatty. 3:45 to play in the third. Lob pass underneath. That's Cassell. Had it taken away by Davis. Quickly the other way. Chance to capitalize here. Get a little momentum going. Reagan Rip to Silverhorn. Left wing three on the way. Go! Aaliyah Silverhorn with her first basket, and it's a 2-point ball game, 22-20. Now Fort Cobb with a little pressure. Givens skips it across the paint. 24, Garrett's three-pointer hit the top of the backboard. Silverhorn with it. Racing the other way. Chance to tie right here. 15-footer short. Boy, that was a good open look. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Chattanooga as his coach is upset at the Lady Warriors at the moment. As Fort Cobb has come roaring back here. Scored 5 straight points. And only down 2, Kim.
Yeah, they needed that. They kind of got a poor start to the second half with 3 turnovers and no shots up. And then that three-pointer was big. So got right back in it.
Absolutely, and had a good look to tie it. Just a little bit short, but, momentum has a lot to do with athletic events. And we had it. I hope it still stays there, but the timeout sometimes changes things back. But Lady Mustangs ought to have some confidence now, I think.
Yeah, I think they were, when they got behind quite a bit, looking down a little bit, but the last rally right here, it kind of gets our attitude back in it and the momentum, like you said, so hopefully they can build on it.
Mustangs break the huddle, and they're going to try a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press now. See if that'll cause some turnovers, hopefully. Chatty dribbling in the backcourt still. Finally into the front court. And there's a steal. Oh, had it and lost it. And Coach Rogers sure thought maybe we might have it, but it's going to stay with Chatty. Inbounds they come to Wyatt. 2:50 to play in the third. Game got really interesting here in the last couple minutes. Top of the key to Burns. Dribbles all the way through the lane, bumps into Davis.
Should have held her ground just a little bit. Might have got a charge there because the momentum was certainly there, but didn't quite have the position.
And he's going to say she was in the act of shooting, so it'll be 2 free throws for.
All she was doing was thinking about it.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
I
didn't see any shot attempt at all. But she's going to be shooting 2, and she makes the first. That's 5 for Burns. Yeah, she was just driving. I don't think she was shooting. Nevertheless, she'll have another free throw. And she made them both. 4-point lead for Chattanooga, 24-20. Full court pressure in the back court. Got to be real careful and not get a travel here. And Reagan tried to bat it off of her leg and wasn't able to do so, and it's going to be another turnover. With 2:30 to play in the third, 24-20 now. Chatty with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, they got within 2. They need to not let them get any farther out, being 4 down there.
Yeah. Points have been hard to come by. Loose on the floor. Davis picks it up. Good job by Brenna. Quickly up ahead to Silverhorn, up ahead to Bear, layup, good. Good fast break. Good ball handling by the Mustangs, and once again it's a 24-22 ball game.
Yeah, Bear was kind of in between steps and still they got control enough to bump off the glass.
It was an awkward shot, but she was able to get it in the basket. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Chatty on the attack, left side. Down low they go to Cassell. Davis on her. Long three-pointer on the left wing is good. Macy Fisher with her second tray. And it's 27-22 now with 1:36 to play, third period. Mustangs need to find an answer. Top of the key to Davis. Around to Brown. Down low to Ginger in the paint. Shot is no good, but there's a lot of contact on the forearm there. Wow. Now Chatty with a basketball. Down low they go to Cassell. Now out front. The three-pointers have just really hurt the Mustangs today. Chattanooga's made 5 of them, and other than that, Fort Cobb's probably played them pretty well, but they've made enough three-pointers to have this 5-point lead.
Yeah, Chattanooga's got 27 points. They had 39 in their first meeting. Fort Cobb's got 22, and they had 66 in their first meeting. So
there's a turnover, loose on the floor. Silverhorn gets it. Good job by Davis to poke it away. 35 seconds to play in the period.
Fort Cobb will get possession to start the fourth quarter if nothing changes, too. So they get a bucket here and then get it at the start of the quarter. They can get right back in.
That'd be a great momentum shift for sure. There's Davis, top of the key. She ought to look at the goal there. There's Reagan Rep. They can make those shots. I know they probably want to hold for the last one. There's Bear with a great handle. Lays in for 2. Great hands by Davis.
Yeah, they were about 2 seconds late on the pass, but it still worked out. So.
There's a three-pointer at the buzzer. Almost in. And after 3 quarters, what a ball game. Chattanooga 27. Fort Cobb Broxton 24. We outscored them that quarter 9-7, I believe it was. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back after this short break.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon. Ouachita Valley Bank, locally.
All right, Kim, you got some shooting numbers for us there in the third period?
Yeah, through 3 quarters, Fort Cobb's 11 out of 23, 48%. Finally got a couple of 3-pointers, or 2 out of 5 on those. Chattanooga's shooting 35%, 8 out of 23. So Fort Cobb's got 3 more field goals than Chattanooga does, but Chattanooga's got 3 more 3-pointers, and they've got 6 free throws. Fort Cobb's still not shot a free throw in the ball game.
Right. Yeah, that's been the free throws. What have they got? Six free throws. Fort Cobb has 0.
6 out of 8. Yeah.
It'll be Chatty's ball to start the fourth period. Mustangs have some momentum. Outscored them 11-9.
I was wrong on the possession starting off, so Chattanooga's got it.
Mustangs have a little more spring in their step on defense, that's for sure. They can feel like the blood in the water. It seems like they're really playing pretty aggressive right now. They've created some turnovers here lately. There's almost one right there. Coach Rogers sure thought so. Down along the blow block is Gibbons, and she's going to be fouled. That's only the second foul of the half, believe it or not. That one's on Davis. And that will be her second personal. And Chatty sets the inbounds way out front. Double teaming, there's the turnover we're looking for. Coach Rogers holds her hands in the air like finally. All right, a chance to tie with a 3-pointer here. Pressure in the backcourt by Chatty. Got to be careful here and don't turn it right back to him. Silverhorn into the front court. Just got to be patient. We got a lot of time left. No reason to be in a big hurry. Davis, baseline 3 on the way. Good! We're tied. 27 all. Brenna Davis deep in the corner. There's taken away. Zoe Brown at the half line. All the way down and lost the ball, but Chatty tapped it out of bounds. Thank goodness.
Yeah, dribbled it real hard and got away from her and went a high dribble, and Chatty knocked it out. So we got a break on that. That was a turnover in the making and got helped out.
Yep. Cassell checks in. Mustangs in a tie ball game with an opportunity to take the first lead since 4-3, I think.
This is a loud gym.
It is.
I don't know if it's the dome structure or the round or whatever, but it seems
pretty
really
exciting,
loud.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly. Silverhorn, the inbound it, way out front overhead. Here's going to be a turnover to Chatty. Left-handed layup's good. Boy, that's a killer. Man, oh man. Pass was too high, and they took it in for the easy 2, and now Chatty back up by 2, 29-27. Into Ginger. Zoe Brown, 3-pointer on the way, too hard. Silverhorn wrestled it away from him. Now Davis, left wing 3 on the way. No good this time. Hit the rim and rattled out. Ball loose, picked up by Chatty. Great opportunity missed that time by the Lady Mustangs. But we've got them shaking, I think. Down along the corner, Cassell. And there's a wild shot. They're going to call a foul on Davis. Boy, they just bailed them out 2 or 3 times. Man. That's the third on Davis.
Yeah, she makes that move, and she's not going to score with it because she's off balance and out of kilter, but she draws a foul with it and just shoot free throws. But she missed the first one. So.
She did that one. She's made 1 out of 3 so far. That's her only point. Got one more opportunity. Missed them both bad, and they're going to get it right back. Man, I tell you, that's tough there. Long rebound came right back to them.
Yeah, not taking advantage of the opportunities.
Nope. Bounce pass in the lane.
That's a walk.
They call for traveling. Turnover to Fort Cobb. Getting down to crunch time here.
Yeah, it's nice when half the gym and the official agree. So.
Brown dribbling out front. Over to Davis. To Reagan Rep. Silverhorn. Trying to get it to Bear if they can. Doing a good job defending her. 33's got her elbow right in her back. There's Reagan. Oh, there we go. Davis, top of the key, 3. Off the heel of the basket. Ginger put back, and she's going to be fouled. There you go. Ginger will be at the line to shoot 2. Davis had that good look from the top of the key, and that's green light special right there. And Ginger with a good rebound. Chance to tie the ball game with both free throws. She eyes it. That's too hard. Hits the back rim, no good. We didn't shoot free throws very well yesterday. You know, in the district tournament, we made nearly all of them. Yesterday, we missed nearly all of them.
Yeah, I know.
Brown,
game to game.
Yeah, Brown made 2 at the end to ice it, but made 1 out of 2. That's good. It's a 1-point ball game. 29-28. Almost a turnover. They got lucky it didn't go out of bounds. Pass into the front court for Chatty. 5:08 to play in the contest. Now they slow things down a bit. Right side they come to Burns. Now right wing over top of the key. Now left side. That's Wyatt who hit a 3 over there a while ago. Dangerous cross-court pass. Being real methodical. Lady Mustangs would like to get a turnover. Ball loose along the baseline.
She's got a foul.
Yeah. Davis fouled her. She was stumbling on the floor and just had really incidental contact, and it's a foul.
Yeah, she was really going strong after the ball, but her momentum carried her into the player and pushed her. So
it's the right call. It's just unlucky.
Yeah, a hustle foul. You can live with those.
That's the 4 on the freshman. She'll take a seat, and Savage will replace her. Long pass out front to Timber Givens with Reagan Rep on her. Now Chatty, once again very methodical, trying to get the ball down low if they can. Work the ball. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound Brown. Zoe into the front court without any pressure to Silverhorn. Reagan Rip fumbled it briefly, got it back. And now to Zoe. Into Ginger, right of the lane, double team. Quickly to Brown, left wing 3 on the way, no good. Halfway down, popped out. And they fumble it out of bounds. That's turnover to Fort Cobb. 3:56 to play. Checking back in is Cassell, replacing Mia Wyatt for Chatty. Lady Mustangs to inbound along the sideline. As the place gets quiet, Kim, everybody's catching their breath.
Yeah, it hasn't been very quiet this half. Fans have really been into it.
Yeah, let's see what the Mustangs can offer up here. They're around the perimeter. They're trying to get Ginger open in the lane somehow. Chatty doing a great job defending her. They got 2 post players out there defending her, and they're going to. Coach Rogers will take a timeout to draw up a plan here with 3:33 to play in the contest. Well, Kim, I used to listen to Tom Dorado. You remember Tom Dorado?
Yeah. He's still at every game.
For the old color commentator for the Cowboys, and back in the day, I always chuckled when Tom was. Cowboys always had them right where they wanted them. It didn't matter what the score was. Oh, Tommy, he thought the Cowboys are going to come back every time. So I'm feeling like Tom Dorado right now. You know?
Yeah, he's an optimist. He still has a seat right there behind the game, behind the team, and there every game. So, well, I hope you're right.
Well, he was optimistic, and so am I. So
yeah,
hopefully the Mustangs can
well, you know,
get something.
Yeah, they played real well. The defense has picked up, and they've made a few shots. They haven't shot as well as they wanted to, but they're a point down with the ball. I mean, you're right there, so certainly got an opportunity to make something happen.
Yep. All right, here we go. 3:33 to play. Reagan Rep to Brown. Don't want to get a 3-second violation here. They're doing a lot of standing in the lane at the moment, trying to get somebody freed up. But really, we got a lot of time. There's no sense in being in a rush about anything. We don't want to turn it over and give them an easy 2. Silverhorn down to Ginger. 1-on-1 to kick it back to Silverhorn, down to 3:08. Zoe has it.
Yeah, the defense is good. When Bear gets it down there, there's double team nearly every time.
Yep. Zoe with a good catch to save it. Under 3 minutes to play. They're doing a good job of being patient. Now they'll reset things over to Silverhorn. Got to be careful of those cross-court passes. Brown three-pointer, good! Mustangs on top. 31-29. Zoe with a big basket. Quickly Chatty the other way. The first lead they've had since 4-3, I think. Right side, Chatty has it now. Top of the key, they swing around the perimeter. 2:28 to play in the contest. Mustangs in a zone defense. In the paint they go. And Silverhorn got a hand on it, tapped it out of bounds. And checking back in will be Macy Fisher, replacing Rayleigh Garrett. Chatty only has 1 team foul, so could get a stop here. They could.
You can be real aggressive with your defense.
Yeah, they could. All right. 2:11 to play. There's a bounce pass into the paint. Standing there a long time. Caught it down low, shot good by Michaela Burns, and Chatty ties the game at 31.
Thought for a little bit she was too far under, but she leaned back and got it.
1:51 to play. Brown and Silverhorn out front. Now Savage in the corner. They go to Reagan Rip. Lobs it into Bear. Shot off the glass too hard. Battle for the rebound. She got it. And she's going to be tied up. And it's going to stay with Fort Cobb.
Yeah, that was what you're looking for, a little 2-footer, but she shot it a little too hard. Fortunately, got it back.
Well, it's one of those, it was kind of an awkward, she was right in front of the goal kind of, and didn't really have a good angle to bounce it.
Man, Don, once again, this is more fun than popping bubble wrap.
I'm telling you, timeout coached by Coach Rogers. We'll keep it here and talk about it. Yeah, that's a great line you got. Tied at 31 with 1:38 to play. Kim, what more could you ask for, huh?
Well, you have a big lead.
That's true.
Would be a little more comfortable for your team.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think the last time we had a timeout, we were down 2. So they're down 1. So hopefully things are looking up, as Tom Dorado would say.
Yeah, the defense has played real well this half. They've been more aggressive, and Chattanooga hadn't really had any easy shots. The points they've got have been 3-pointers or a couple inside. But if their offense can just play their part here in the last couple of minutes, well, hopefully they've got a good chance.
Yeah, I'd say if we can keep getting, if Ginger can get isolated one-on-one with somebody and we can get her a clean look, I think that's our best option. That's certainly what we've been trying to do.
But they pretty well dedicated 2 girls to her every time she touches the ball.
Silverhorn gets it into Zoe, and she'll dribble to the top of the key with 1:35 to play in the contest. Chatty still in that 2-1-2 zone. Really concerned about Ginger. But in this stage, we don't have to do anything. We can just burn the clock and take the last one and make it.
Yeah, I just want to get opportunity to get a good look at it.
We just don't want to turn it over here late. I just keep it out here. I drive going in the corner kind of makes me nervous. There's Zoe. Boy, that was one she could have taken right there. One she hit just a moment. There's Ginger, turnaround shot. It's good. It's good. Lady Mustangs on top by 2, and there's a turnover. Zoe Brown has it with 48 seconds to play. Got to be calm here. Don't get too excited. 42 seconds. Don't turn the ball over here. They're going to have to foul you. Double team to Silverhorn. 36 seconds to play. Doing a good job ball handling. And there's a foul that didn't really see, but
like we said, that's only their second team foul. So if they're going to try to make Fort Cobb shoot free throws, they got to foul a lot.
Yeah. 33 seconds to play. We're going to have a timeout taken just by Coach Rogers again. Or no, it's going to be by Chattanooga with a full timeout. Mustangs up by 2, 33-31 with 33.4 seconds to play.
For that shot of Bears that went up, you try to call that. Now listen, and you don't know what to do because it's hanging on the rim. Just kind of balanced there, and then it fell in. So
I had a flashback. Last Saturday, or not last Saturday, but in last year's area tournament in Stroud, Oklahoma. Do you remember? You weren't probably there. The last shot of the season, Zoe Brown had one exactly like that. If it would have went in, we would have won. It was at the buzzer, and it fell out. And I thought I was going to do the same thing again, but that one went in.
I think that happened, at the state tournament, like in 1975 or something. I think Cecil Johnson tipped
exactly.
Had a free throw, and he went up and tipped it, and it hung on the rim and fell away, and they got beat. But hopefully that won't happen again here. Got a break there with that bucket and got him a lead.
Yep.
So ball with 33 seconds, a 2-point lead. See if we can hang on to that or add to it.
Yeah. The thing we got to do now is what worries you sometimes is getting it inbounded without turning it over.
Right.
Everybody's got to make sure Davis is checked back in for Savage. They get it into Ginger. Now Silverhorn to rep. And there's a foul with 30.9 seconds. And that will be third foul. We had a tight ball game yesterday, and the Lady Mustangs were able to survive the madness of the last minute of yesterday's game, and hopefully that'll help them today. Silverhorn trying to get it inbounded. They do to Ginger, and she's going to be wrapped up and fouled. About a second went off the clock. The possession arrow favors Chatty, so that's certainly don't want to get a jump ball here, but that's 4 team fouls.
Only knocking a couple of seconds off every foul, so they'll get a little time
gets it
here.
in easily, and they, when you push them in the back, that's one of the things about basketball that makes me scratch my head sometimes.
Define intentional foul.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
It's kind of like here, I'm going to foul her, it's never intentional like that. So
5 fouls now. Then there's 27 seconds to play. I wish we'd get in the backcourt and catch a pass. There's Ginger. And
kind of a gimme foul there. It wasn't just a bump. And if it wasn't the situation, that wouldn't have been a foul.
Early in the game, that was not a foul. We're down to 25 seconds. 3-4 new subs come in for Chatty. So they put their offensive players back in. So on the next foul, Fort Cobb's going to shoot one in the bonus.
Well, they need to be careful here who they get the ball into. You want to get it into your good free throw shooters.
Exactly. Zoe hit 2 big ones yesterday to ice it. I'm sure she'd like her to get it. There's Ginger, and they push her down. And with 24 seconds to play, Ginger will be shooting one in the bonus. So here's 2 big ones right here. We need to make them both. And Ginger is 1 out of 2 so far. Missed the first one and made her last one, but I've got a lot of confidence in Ginger. She shot it well today. 3 dribbles, 4 dribbles, eyes it, looks good, it's good. 3-point lead, Fort Cobb, 34-31. Good rotation on that one. Now this is a big one here.
Yeah, 25 seconds and get a 2-possession lead would be huge.
That one is good. 4-point lead, Mustangs 35-31. Here comes Chatty.
Don't
Racing
give up an easy one.
There's an easy layup is good by number 5 with 18 seconds to play.
Just because you got a 4-point lead doesn't mean you can give them an easy one, and they did there. She just dribbled length of the floor and laid it off the glass.
It only took them about 5 seconds, so there's a lot of time left.
Yeah, and you only had 14 fouls, so a foul out there is not going to result in anything.
Yeah, probably the thing to do would have been to foul them at the free throw at the half line, probably. But anyway, water under the bridge. Now you got the same situation. Yeah, you got to get it inbounded. I would guess they'll probably try to get a steal. I'm sure they're probably not going to foul us immediately.
Yeah,
so we got to get it inbounded. And
normally on this, you're probably not going to have Ginger Bear down to get the ball in bounds, but in this situation, you're going to bring them all down here.
Yeah, that's a number one. I would think Chatty would probably try to just get a turnover first, and then if they don't, they'll foul us. But this is a hard situation when you got.
Well, and to bring it, yeah, it's kind of crowded down here.
Get it into Zoe. She's dribbling. Now Silverhorn up to Reagan, down to 13 seconds, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Chatty with 11 seconds, so a lot of time burned off there.
Yeah, and knocked Reagan down, but just got an out of bounds call.
Well, that's probably okay if we can get this inbounded and burn another second or two would help. Timeout, she takes it. Good idea by Kalia. Nobody was breaking open, so Kalia wisely took the timeout.
And they've still got another timeout
left,
yes, I think.
11.1 seconds to play, and Fort Cobb with a 2-point lead. So here's the deal, Kim. Make 2 free throws, you think?
Yeah, and don't let them dribble all the way down the court in 4 seconds.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I tell you, I'm nervous for them. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
These games, I'm amazed. I'm always amazed at how young people are able to perform under this kind of pressure.
Yeah, you want them to get somebody here that kind of wants the ball and feels confident about it and say, give me that thing and we'll be all right.
Ginger's the only one that shot free throws today for Fort Cobb. She's 3 out of 4. And she's big and strong. That's the other thing about her. You know, you can lob it into her a little better than you can some of the others.
And also you're not throwing it toward their basket.
Right, exactly.
She's down here toward the Fort Cobb goal.
Yeah.
And you always hate that ball that goes the wrong direction.
There's Zoe dribbling along the baseline, and she's going to be fouled with 8.9. So they did manage to take off 3 seconds there. And now Zoe will be shooting 1 in the bonus. And Coach Rogers is telling them guard the 3-point line here. 2 big free throws for Zoe. First one is good. Zoe Brown.
Nothing but net.
And timeout taken by Coach Carr of the Warriors, trying to ice her a little bit. They did this yesterday, same scenario, and she made both of them. If she can make this one, Kim, I'll feel pretty good.
It would be huge. Yeah, they don't, without fouling, they really don't have a 4-point shot.
Nope. A great comeback by the Lady Mustangs.
You know, yesterday they had a 2-point lead, made 2 free throws, and got a 4-point lead, and the other team went down in the last second and made a 3-pointer. That's how you get the 1 point. That would be a good situation to do again.
Absolutely.
Get that 4-point lead. But either way, you make this, you just, play solid defense, don't foul. If she misses it, play real aggressive defense because you've only got 14 fouls. And you can give up a couple of them.
You can foul them in the backcourt now if you have to.
Yeah. And then an inbounds pass would be more difficult for them than just dribbling up the floor.
Yeah, time is in. The good thing is there's not much of it left. All right, Zoe could really ease my concerns right here if she'll make this free throw. No good. 3-point lead. Here come the drives all the way in. 3-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound, Fort Cobb, Broxton, that will do it. The Lady Mustangs have survived and come back from a 10-point deficit to win this game 36-33. Congratulations to Coach Rogers and Coach Shumpert and the Lady Mustangs. They have come from behind to defeat the Lady Warriors and advance into the area tournament next week. What a game, boys. What a game.
Yeah, that was tough. Fort Cobb made a good comeback. They were down 3 points going into the fourth quarter, 27-24, and then won the quarter 12-6. So congratulations to them on a big win. They will play
at 1:30 on Thursday.
1:30 Thursday in cash.
Yep.
So
as Ginger Bear receives the plaque from the
Congratulations to Chattanooga. Had a good season, and feel sorry for their seniors at the end of the game. But, nearly every game I've ever watched, there's been one team that loses and a team that wins and moves on. So.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker for them.
Yeah, they played a good ball game.
I was holding my breath on that last three-point shot. But number 3, Mia Wyatt, she made one of those earlier in the contest, and I thought it was going to bank in, tell you the truth.
Yeah, she kind of hurried it because she knew she didn't have much time left and probably wasn't the normal shot, but good attempt.
Got to tip your hat, though, to the Lady Mustangs and Coach Rogers. They never gave up. They kept battling all the way, and they just made the plays at the end they needed to make. So
they were behind 2 points after one quarter, 5 points at halftime, 3 points at the end of 3, and then finally came through in the fourth quarter. Exactly. So good comeback and a good win.
All right, Kim, you want to give us the final numbers?
All right. For Zoe Brown, 4 points on 1 of 5 shooting, 1 out of 5, all 3-point attempts, and then 1 out of 2 free throws there at the end. Silverhorn had 3 points on 1 of 2 shooting, 0 for 1 on a 2-pointer, 1 out of 1 3-pointer. Ginger Bear had 19 points, 8 out of 14 shooting. That's another 57% shooting game for her.
We needed it.
8 out of 14, all 2-point attempts, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Madison Savage was 0 for 1 on a 2-point attempt. Brenna Davis, 3 points, 1 out of 4 shooting, all 3-point attempts. And Reagan Rep was 7. She was 3 out of 5 from the floor, 2 out of 4 2-pointers, 1 out of 1 3-pointers. Fort Cobb shot 45% for the game, 14 out of 31. 2-pointers, they're 10 out of 20, 50%. 3-pointers, 4 of 11, 36%. And 4 out of 6 free throws, that's 67%. And they had 10 personal fouls. For Chattanooga, Mia Wyatt with 3 points on 1 out of 2 shooting, both 3-point attempts. Madeline Burns had 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting, all 2-point attempts, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Marcy Fisher with 6 points, 2 out of 4 shooting, all 3-point attempts. J.C. Cassell had 1 point, 0 for 4 from the field, but 1 out of 2 from the line. Kimber Givens with 8 points, 3 of 6 shooting, 1 out of 1 2-pointers, 2 out of 5 3-pointers. Rayleigh Garrett with 4 points. She was 1 out of 3, 1 of 2 2-pointers, 0 for 1 3-pointers, but 2 out of 2 free throws. Emma Clayton was 0 for 1 on a 3-point attempt. And Michaela Burns had 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting, all 2-point attempts, and 1 of 4 free throw attempts. Chattanooga shot 39% for the game, 11 out of 28. 2-pointers, they were 6 out of 15, that's 40%. 3-pointers, 5 out of 13 for 39%, and 6 out of 10 free throws, and they also had 10 personal fouls. So, pretty close on the stats, pretty close on the scoreboard, but luckily Fort Cobb came back in the fourth quarter, won it, and then pulls away with a 36-33 win. I don't think anybody left before it was over.
That was playoff basketball at its finest right there.
It was.
Really good.
That really was the true essence of surviving.
That was.
And advancing on. So a great comeback win for them, and congratulations. They get to move on to the area tournament next week.
Some clutch shots made late. I think of the 3-pointer Brenda Davis hit from the corner. The one Zoe Brown hit, the 3-pointer on the right wing, and of course free throws by Ginger and Zoe there at the end too. So they all had a hand in it, that's for sure. It was a great comeback, like you said.
It was, yeah. Good game.
Thanks for joining us today, folks. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game today. And we're not done today. We'll be back on the air tonight about 7:25 in that range. The Mustangs of Fort Cobb Broxton tonight will be taking on the
Big Pasture
Rangers. I couldn't think of them right off, but that's the regional finals tonight. Big ball game here at Alex. So if you can't make it over here, hope you can tune in tonight on fcbmustangs.tv and watch the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs, #1 team in the state, try to advance into the area final next Friday as they take on the Big Pasture Rangers. I'd like to thank our sponsors once again, the Ouachita Valley Bank, T-Bird's Convenience Store, Southwest Oklahoma Driving School, and Carnegie Fiber for sponsoring our broadcast this year. I'd like to thank John, I'm not going to say Goombye now, his name is John Bellamy, for running the camera today, and Jared Pettyjohn for all his engineering work, and Kim Crowell for the great color commentary, and When he keeps score, oftentimes we win. He does a good job of that. Appreciate it.
Well, that sounds like a good way to do it.
That's when I'm playing games with my wife and she keeps score, she usually wins. So
yeah, I don't know how that works. But actually, I do know how that works. Yeah.
Thank goodness she can't hear me right now. But anyway,
I hate to tell you this, but she's standing really close.
Thanks for joining us, folks. For all our broadcast crew, I'm Don Tyson saying goodbye until 7:30 tonight.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon.
Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902, proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being. Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust, Ouachita Valley Bank, 405-643-2305, member FDIC.